Okay, good afternoon. This is Tony again from Paranormal Investigation UK. Today is Sunday, the 27th of September 2020, and this is the first of a number of captures we're going to be reviewing today that have came in over the last 48 hours. This first one today is an interesting one. It's been sent in kindly by Emma for review. It's normal general smartphone capture video. Kids playing in the either the bathroom or the bedroom, mum outside, wants to film it, so show the father later. More interested in the audio than the actual video itself, because we're not actually going to look at the video. There's absolutely nothing on it anyway. It's just the door, so our concentration is purely on the audio. What Emma then is heard behind her, she interprets it slightly different than I actually do. But we'll come to that to the end. I'm not going to say what Emma thought she heard. I'm just going to use my interpretation of what I think I can hear. We're going to see if we can enhance it, but there is an incredible amount of background noise, and we'll analyse and review this, and this will be useful. Certainly, Emma, from understanding exactly what it is that's going on there, and secondly, for the investigators that are looking at how to analyse and review footage properly, and trying to get the answers which the client is often seeking. So we'll get straight into this anyway. As before, I'm just using a straightforward spectrum analyzer to the right hand side, 31 band graphic EQ if I need to EQ. I might just use the output, that's it, but I'm not going to EQ it, not at this stage, unless I find something that's interesting that I can subject it to. So let's get straight into this and see where this one takes us. All I've done at the moment, I've looked at it quickly on media player and just, okay, there's nothing on the video. I've not really looked at the audio in any sort of detail. Okay, get rid of that. Now, what Emma did say, this captures right at the end of the video. I can actually hear a voice there. Now, I think she mentioned the word down, or one word that she heard. Now, I'm intrigued with this, and this is the reason why I want you to do this review quickly, is that it's not an EVP, it's not electronic voice phenomena. She heard it at the time. That's disembodied, that's something entirely different. And we know enough about electronic voice phenomena to know how it sounds. It's not often robotic. It's often coming at you at a different tempo, much faster tempo than normal speech would do, and so on. It has certain characteristics which is unique. With disembodied, it's different. It almost takes on a completely different sort of human form, as long as you can 100% rule out any sort of form of tampering, something that you may not be aware of. For example, I'm stood at a bathroom door and I'm filming inside the bathroom door. I've left space behind me. If someone can come up behind me and speak closer, you will not be aware of it. I've come across this countless times and proved the point. So you need to be absolutely certain that, because, it's like with Emma's taking this video. She's concentrating on filming this for her husband, the audio. There's not much brain power left behind to concentrate what's going on around her. So it's all going to hinge what we hear, and analysing using the knowledge that we know about voicing, particularly disembodied, and just trying to find out if we can give Emma some answers she's looking for. So if you listen carefully, you can hear a whispery voice. there. Make sure I've got all that. I'm just going a little bit added extra. Okay, I'm getting 3 syllables. Look at me. Look at me. That's what it sounds like to me. Let's amplify it, see what we can do. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and get rid of some of the other frequencies that we don't hear. This bit at the beginning is around there, you can see that. It's around, say, 200 to 300 hertz, so it's just a question really of just dragging that out. I'll take them 3 frequencies out, that might just reduce it enough. The problem comes is if that, we'll call it an EVP, that voice at the end there is in the same frequency, then we've got a problem. It's made it a little bit better. There's a bit there at 2K. I think that's just background noise. I don't think it's voice. It's not a vocal frequency, that. Let's see if that made it any better. Now we can hear a little bit better. I'll just start, you can see what I mean. Right, okay, I might be able to get this a little bit better. Those investigations are looking in, this is what you work with at times. End of the day, Emma was not ghost hunting, she was just doing a standard, straightforward family video for the family, and you get this stuff in, and now and again stuff gets captured. From our point of view, she's obviously realised this. Had it been EVP, she might not have heard it because it's quite low volume. She heard it at the time, and I think that's what, and she immediately turned her head, so you would have presumed that if someone had been playing tricks behind her, she would have heard that, and she's indicating no, that's not the case. And right, I'm going to play that a number of times, and I'm just going to start dropping frequencies out, see if we can get it this and it, that's the frequency. I've heard a lot of EVPs and just your body sounds over the years, literally thousands of them. No matter how clear and precise they may sound, there's a pareidolia comes into play. So I interpret that as look at me. Emma or someone else that's reviewing this might come up with a different suggestion, and this is where you just talk among yourselves. of the three parapsychologists who are within Paranormal Investigation UK, it's very rare that the three of us agree on a particular word. This is unique because there's three of them. We're used to dealing with single words, sometimes two. Very rare to get three words. So it's look at me. It's that whispery, male-sounding voice. It's distinctive. It's got character, and there are three syllables there, which makes it quite unique. It's relatively close to the microphone source, certainly within a couple of feet. Emma did say she heard it. I think it's one of those that let's just play that back a couple of times because this is quite an intriguing one. Look at me. Yeah, that sounds like look at me. It really does. Male sounding, whispery voice. Well, what we can say, there's a voice there, and it's saying look at me or something quite similar. People may have a different slight opinion on what they are hearing. I'm on studio headphones. I've amplified the BR by about 10 or 12 decibels. It's in this ear. Here is human frequency. And what I mean by that, if the frequency is here or around here, for example, that's not human frequency. So I could say it may sound like a voice, but it's not human that's spoken it. Human be spiritual as well, because spiritual stuff, EVP, dizzy body, exactly the same frequency as human. This is human spectrum, so we can give it a tick box that it's definitely within the human spectrum. 2, it sounds male. 3, it's whispery. 4, there's 3 syllables. 5, they're clear. Look at me. Look at me. That's what it sounds like to me. With this, there's absolutely no way I can prove that's a genuine disembodied spirits talking, ghost or spirit. It's impossible. We can't say because we weren't there at the time. We can't debunk it either. I'm not crazy about the word debunking. I just think probably better if we said there are alternative rational explanations for that capture. For example, husband has been messing about, playing tricks, that type of thing. Emma's pretty well ruled that out, but I will point that out to her. She's almost certainly going to go back and just to see if they clear that one up that way. But if at the end of the day, if Emma's saying there's absolutely no way that's my husband, because he's the only male in the house, because it does sound like a whispery male to me anyway, then it's it has to be regarded as a genuine paranormal capture, because there is no other explanation for it, because it's ticking so many boxes, this. So and I never believe a client, I never disbelieve a client when it comes down to their interpretation of what Emma was there, and speaking to the person took it. I have absolutely no reason whatsoever to disbelieve her, and certainly she's got no motive. So if she comes back to me and says I can completely 99.9%, you can't be 100% with anything, 99.9% certain that that was my husband, then I will accept that as a genuine paranormal event, because there can be no other explanation for it. So hopefully you've got a bit of use out of that, particularly with EQ and how to analyse it. It's unfortunate that the kids are speaking at the same time as the capture towards the end, because we can't improve it anymore. So hopefully I'll keep in touch with Emma and find out a little bit more background why this occurs, because disembodied voices are quite unusual. we have dealt with this stuff before. The electronic voice phenomena type, the captures that you get on audio that you don't hear at the time, they're the most proficient ones and prevalent, I should say. I'd say as high as 9 out of 10 will be EVP, 1% maybe, 10% will be the disembodied type, which is this one. Interesting one. So I'm quite relaxed with this because Emma did say that she heard it at the time, stopped the video, turned her head round. If someone's come up the stairs, you're going to see and hear that, aren't you? Because somebody doing it at the bottom of the stairs. I think if Emma hears it with music, because they amplified it a little bit, and I use studio headphones, I don't use speakers, I find them too troublesome. I can hear a lot more with these on my ears than what I can with anything else. So okay, I'll go back to Emma and see what she's got to say. Okay, hope you found that useful. Okay, speak to you soon.